Mayor Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Ito ang Talk to the People.
Medyo tapos naman lahat. Si Yosek and Cabo would be the last. Ang sunod si Secretary Duque sa COVID-19, sir. Pati yung accomplishments mo sa...
Yes,
in a nutshell, sabihin mo lang.
Yes, sir. Dadagdagan ko lang, Mr. President, yung mga unang nabanggit kanina ni Secretary Charlie Galvez patungkol po sa akin na ulat ngayon gabi. Magandang gabi po sa inyo at Senator Bongo, ES Medialdea, ang aking po mga kasama sa kabinete at higit po sa lahat sa ating pong mga kababayan. Ang aking pong ulat ay patungkol sa ating response efforts. Sa Sursogon, magdadagdag lang po ako ng konting detalye doon po sa naunang pag-uulat ni Yusek Rick Halad. At ito po ay para sa mga apektadong kababayan natin dulot ng pagbuga ng Mount Bulusan, maging ang pinakabagong datos ng COVID-19 situation. Gayon din, kinalulugod ko ang magbahagi ng pinakabagong accomplishments at programa na naisakatuparan po ng Department of Health sa ilalim ng inyo pong administrasyon, Mr. President. Next slide. Magandang balita po ang pambungad na hatid ng DOH dahil nitong nakaraang linggo, kinilala po ng Nikkei COVID-19 Recovery Index ang atin ginagawang pandemic response at mula panghuli sa listahan ng 121 na bansa noong nakaraang taon, higit na malaking hakbang ang inusad ng Pilipinas na ngayon ay nasa 33rd na po ang rank natin at ating nga pong nilagpasan ang listahan. Sa listahan ang Switzerland, ang Israel, Japan, Malaysia, Singapore, United Kingdom, Canada, Australia at marami pang ibang mga mas mayayaman at mauunlad na mga bansa, Mr. President. At dahil sa atin masigasig na bakunahan at masugid na pagsunod sa minimum public health standards, sa inyo pong halos linggo-linggong pagbibigay paalala sa ating pong mga kababayan. Kanya napakamaganda po ng ating compliance sa mask and other public health measures. In fact, Mr. President, ang Johns Hopkins University nagsagawa po ng kanilang survey from September 2021 to April 2022 na ang range po ng masking compliance ng Pilipino ay from 91 to 96%, Mr. President. So talagang napaka malaking bagay ang ating pong disiplinadong pagsunod sa ating pong mask mandate. So ilan pa sa mga pamantayan tinignan ng Nikkei COVID-19 Recovery Index ang ating pong patuloy na mababang kaso ng COVID at ang mababa din po ang ating mortality rate. Next slide. Ang konting detalye lang po, papunta naman tayo sa report sa ano ba ang ginawa ng DOH patungkol po sa phreatic eruption of Mount Bulusan. At base po sa datos ng DOH, as of 6 a.m. ng ngayon araw, mayroon pong 2,784 na individual ang naapektuhan ng mga bayan ng Cuban, Kasiguran, Irosin, Sursogon. Sa bilang na ito, ay meron pong 47 pamilya o 173 individual ang nananatili sa Barangay Tughan Evacuation Center, Cuban. At bilang tugon, nag-preposition naman po ang inyong DOH sa pamamagitan ng Bicol Center for Health Development ng 17.1 million worth of health commodities gaya ng mga gamot at mga COVID-19 related supplies sa Provincial Health Office at sa PIDOHO, yung Provincial Department of Health Officer ng Sorsogon para sa mga apektadong bayan. At nakapagmahagi na rin po ang Bicol Regional Office ng paunang hygiene kits, ang potable water at mga water container katulad ng mga jerry cans para sa mga kababayan natin sa mga evacuation center. At nakapagbigay po tayo ng humigit kumulang 200,000 piraso ng N95 masks at ang N88 mask para po maprotektahan ang kanila pong mga sari-sarili at lalo na pang-kontra sa toxic effects ng ashfall na may kasama pong carbon dioxide and fluorine, at ito po ay nakakapeligro sa mga baga ng mga mamamayan. So patuloy po ang ugnayan sa ating Center for Health Development at local health units concerned upang makapag-abot ng agaran serbisyo sa mga apektadong komunidad. At pinaalalahanan din namin ang ating po mga kababayan na makinig sa mga anunsyo ng ating local at national governments at manatili sa loob ng bahay at magsuot ng mask at iwasan lumabas kung hindi kinakailangan. Panghuli na lang po, Mr. President, next slide. Ito po yung ating lingguhan ulat patungkol sa COVID situation, at makikita po natin para po sa panahon May 31 to June 6, ang ating po naitalang mga bagong kaso ay umabot sa 1,276. Ito po ay mababa kumpara doon sa 1,322 noong linggo nakaraan bago sa kasalukuyan. At ito nga pong huling kaso natin ngayong araw ay mababa at 179 lang po ang naitala. Whereas the 7-day moving average ay umabot po tayo ng 182 daily. At ang ating pong severe and critical cases nakakapagdagdag po ng 14, samantalang ang cumulative case fatality rate natin ay napapanatili po natin sa mababang 1.64%. Samantalang ang recovery rate ay patuloy po na tumataas at umabot na po tayo sa 98.3%. Samantalang pagdating naman po sa testing, ang positivity rate natin ay mababa pa, 1.2%. At ito po ay di hamak na mas mababa sa 5% na benchmark na ginagamit ng World Health Organization. At ang atin naman pong testing output ay nasa 18,185. Ito po ang 7-day moving average. Samantalang healthcare utilization rates po natin, Mr. President, sa non-ICU ay nasa 18.1%. Ang ICU bed utilization ay mababa din, 14.7%. Samantalang ang ating severe and critical admissions ay umabot ng 599. Ang katumbas po nito ay 11% out of the 5,420 total admissions. At yung bahagi po ng ating slide sa bandang kanan ay nagpapakita po dito, muli ang NCR ang siyang may pinakamataas na naiambag sa ating pong caseload for 1 week, for this week, no? NCR po ay 600, Region 4A ay 199 at Region 3 ay 88, samantalang ang tatlong pangunahin mga syudad na nakapag-ambag ng mga kaso ay ang Quezon City sa 97, Makati City 89, Manila 84. So dito po ako magwawakas, Mr. President, at patuloy po tayo na mababa ang ating pong case classification ay either very low or low risk, at ang ating pong healthcare utilization rate ay napakamababa din po, at ito ay halos less than 20% gaya ng akin pong ipinakita, at ang ating pong vaccination rate kagaya po ng na bigyan diin ni Secretary Galvez ay umabot na po tayo sa almost 70 million ng mga Pilipino na kumpleto na po ang kanilang bakuna. Ang katumbas po nito ay 77% of the 90 million target population, but this is equivalent to about 90% if our original target is to be used as our denominator, which is 77 million. So kung 70 million po, over 77 million, that's roughly about 90% of our original target, Mr. President. And all of these have in fact contributed to our substantive improvement in our Nikkei COVID-19 Recovery Index. At nakakatuwa nga po, Mr. President, ang ganda-ganda na po ng ating mga resulta, at talaga naman nagbunga ang inyo pong napakamalaking suporta sa Interagency Task Force at dahil po dito nakapag-issue po ng almost 200 na mga policy issuances and resolutions na sila naman po ang naging batayan o basihan para po sa pagsasakatuparan ng ating po mga protocols and guidelines doon po sa prevent, detect, isolate, treat, reintegrate, vaccination strategy, Mr. President. And in fact, nakakatuwa nga po ang WHO noong May, last week ng April, not May, but April, sabi nila, ang projection nila, Mr. President, ang Pilipinas na magkakaroon ng 300,000 active cases after the elections. And today, our active cases are only 2,400 plus. So this is really a far cry from the projections that were made by different groups, no? So we've proven them wrong that our interventions have all been very effective, and that is why our people have been benefited by the very sound policies of your administration, Mr. President. And we hope that the next administration will build on the gains of your administration, and I think that they will be fortunate because your guidance, your stewardship of the IATF, Mr. President, has really yielded very solid and concrete, tangible results, Mr. President. Yun lang po. Thank you, sir.
Secretary Doke, I'd like to hear about the state of our cooperatives here in our country.
Thank you, Mr. President. Executive Secretary Salvador Medialdea, Senator Bongo, members of the Cabinet, and all fellow public servants. Mr. President, thank you for this opportunity to be able to present to you our audiovisual presentation, a report of the Cooperative Development Authority under your administration.
Okay, I'll cut you there. I'd like to apologize.
Yes.
I forgot to introduce you, Yusek Joseph Incabo,
Thank you, Mr. President.
Chairman. Sorry.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Encapsulating the last 6 years of your administration, our accomplishments from 2016 to 2022. I hope you will appreciate this one, gentlemen.
Yes.
Please play.
I, Rodrigo Roa Duterte, do solemnly swear and consecrate myself to the service of the nation. So help me God.
Since then, things were never the same again. Nation building, for all the strides and struggles we have made, is an unfinished business. And even as we start to reap the fruits of economic and social political reforms, our people would always deserve more as they look upon leaders from the government and from cooperatives to lead and move them forward. With the formulation of the 2018-2022 Philippine Cooperative Development Plan, the CDA's complementary blueprint to the new administration's 10-point socio-economic agenda was created. In 2019, Republic Act 11364, or the CDA Charter of 2019, was enacted to strengthen the authority. This report encapsulates the accomplishments of the CDA from July 2016 to the present through its developmental and regulatory programs. Streamlining and simplification of processes and reportorial requirements, with the full automation of the registration of cooperatives process from 10 days to 6 days, strengthening of partnerships and consultative mechanisms, in line with RA 11364 to establish consultative mechanisms to the cooperative sector, the authority has recognized 97 regional clustered organizations, 6 sectoral apex organizations, and the National Alliance of Cooperatives. The Gawad Parangal. The Gawad Parangal is the CDA's award and recognition program for exemplary cooperatives that showcase their best practices, programs, and good governance. CDA listens as the new administration under President Rodrigo Duterte opens its doors to listening to the needs of the nation. CDA launched a new program dubbed as CDA Listens. CDA Biyaheng Kooperatiba Caravan. In 2021, 5,364 attendees joined in 25 legs of this caravan. That aims to reach out to cooperatives where they are informed of the programs and services of the authority and their issues and concerns are heard. Co-ops e-Forum. As part of the information and advocacy program during the pandemic, the authority designed to continue sharing with the public relevant information about the CDA and the cooperatives by broadcasting 22 episodes via live streaming. Program on awards and incentives for service excellence.
Good evening. Welcome to CDA Praise.
In line with the Civil Service Commission's aim to recognize employees for their exemplary performance in the government, the CDA staged the first ever praise in March 2022.
And the CDA praise goes to
focusing on the 75.34% of the reporting cooperatives, the agency implemented the following initiatives and partnership projects. Hand-holding program for micro and small cooperatives. Under this program, CDA was able to provide 8,820 trainings to 49,288 cooperatives. The Co-op Kapatid Program, in support with the biyaya ng pagbabago tungo sa masagana at matiwasay na buhay Pilipino of the President, 200 small brother cooperatives were helped by 136 big brother cooperatives. CDA TESDA Partnership. The Cooperative Development and Management Level 4 course is designed to enhance the knowledge, skills, and attitudes of cooperative members. Since 2017, 272 indigenous peoples, internally displaced persons, including MILF combatants, benefited from the Cooplership program. CDA and partnership with educational institutions. CDA partnered with PUP, Ateneo, and LaSalle, specializing in cooperative education, internship, and cooperative law. CDA Filmec Partnership. 743 farmer cooperatives have been trained in the CDA Filmec Partnership. Kadiwa ni Ani at Kita. Supporting the Department of Agriculture's call for food security, CDA facilitated the participation of 28 cooperatives in marketing their agricultural products in high consumer demand areas, particularly among the low-income families. It also endorsed 17 cooperatives in NCR for the Agribusiness Meat Express. CDA and the Department of Agrarian Reform Partnership. The CDA and DAR implemented a collaborative project to capacitate 1,066 agrarian reform cooperatives. 77 cooperatives were also rehabilitated and 62 were assisted in their registration. CDA-DTI collaboration. The Co-op Seed is a holistic capacity building project that promotes the sustainability of micro and small cooperatives through good cooperative governance, management, and regulatory compliance. Marawi Rehabilitation through Cooperativism. Internally displaced persons who are members of qualified cooperatives were provided business and livelihood assistance. As of December 2018, the project surpassed its initial target, reaching 103 beneficiaries, translated to 7,277 individual member coverage. ASEDAC. In September 2021, the Philippines hosted the 27th ASEAN Center for the Development of Agricultural Cooperatives Board meeting. The 10 ASEAN member states joined the forum and discussed the progress of cooperation projects under the Plan of Action for the ASEAN Cooperation. CDA Polo OWA Partnership. CDA and Polo OWA partnered to provide orientation on cooperatives to the OFWs as part of the reintegration program into society once they return to the Philippines. Application programming interface with the Davao City Cooperative Development Office. This application provides data access from Davao City CCDO to the CDA head office database. Davao City CCDO provided a list of dataset requirements, and the CDA head office worked on the API implementation. The agency developed the Cooperative Business Matching Information System, a database aimed for business matching, with the cooperatives giving them the opportunity to export their products through e-commerce. Through this system, Co-op-Biz was created. Partnership with government financial institutions. CDA helped micro and small cooperatives gain financial access by linking them with government financial institutions such as Land Bank, DBP, Small Business Guarantee Corporation. The Special Assistance for Recovery and Alleviation, SARA. This aims to help cooperatives that are devastated by calamities to recover and rebuild their systems and operation. A total of 150 cooperatives were provided financial assistance by the CDA under this program. CDA PCSO Health Program. CDA became one of the recipients of the mandatory contributions of PCSO for 2022, which will be derived from the net charity fund of the 6-digit lotto game. The fund will be used for health and medical assistance for cooperative members. Organization, development and empowerment of coconut farmer organizations. In the implementation of the Coconut Farmers and Industry Trust Fund Act that was signed by President Duterte, the CDA and LGUs were given the mandate to organize and empower coconut farmer organizations. ISDA on the Go. The Philippine Fisheries Development Authority's flagship corporate social responsibility project aims to deliver high-quality fresh frozen fishery products to consumers at very affordable prices. 60 beneficiaries were identified nationwide. Interconnectivity. This program provides wireless access for micro and small cooperatives in far-flung areas, ensuring that no Filipino will be left behind under the new normal. Transportation modernization. 10,000 units have been acquired in compliance with the Public Utility Vehicle Modernization Program. Digitization and digitalization. Electronic Tracking Management Information System is a digitization platform that promotes efficiency, echoing President's call for the ease of doing business. Construction of CDA buildings. In 2021, the groundbreaking ceremony for the proposed 16-story CDA tower was conducted. Several buildings and regional offices are also in the works. A year after, CDA, DPWH, and NHA inked an agreement for the housing project for the CDA employees. To date, CDA has registered 18,857 cooperatives with 11.9 million strong cooperative members. It has given employment to 361,200 Filipinos, giving contribution to the country's economy with 568.1 billion pesos in assets, with net surplus of 23.1 billion pesos. The Cooperative Development Authority is only one of the government agencies that propels towards inevitable growth. The cooperative movement has proven its resiliency even during the challenging times of a global pandemic. As we progress in developing our country's economy, we will continue and strengthening the institution through programs and plans, intensifying partnerships, and going beyond limits. Change is coming. Change has happened. Change will continue.
Mr. President, in closing, coming from your directive, we'd like to thank you for giving the CDA a boost to improve our services rendered to the cooperative sector. And we assure you, Mr. President, that the CDA will work harder, not only to remember your legacy, but our commitment to the Filipino people. Daghang salamat, sir.
In response, I would like to say this actually. Whatever little improvement that we have made on the lives of our countrymen, basi gaano kaliit, yung malaki na dumating, mas maganda. Pero kung nakatulong tayo, even how little or meager it was, medyo kontento ako. I'm happy that the agencies working under me were really working for the benefit of the people. Maraming salamat po sa inyo.
Daghang salamat, sir.
And I guess wala namang, there's no more in the program. Undersecretary Incabo is the last speaker. So I would just like to make a parting message to the Filipino people. Sabi ko, maybe this will be the last of the programs na we adapted to improve the communication between the people and the government. Actually, ang purpose lang dito is marami kasing, alam mo, politika. Whether you like it or not, the president is a politician. May mga kalaban talaga yan sa politika. And so, all throughout almost the 6 years, I was hindi ko naman pinapansin yan kasi matagal na akong mayor. And I've been through it sa buong 23 years ko. Sanay ako sa politika na this time, itong talagang ayaw lang matalo at ano man ang gawin mo ito, masama ka. Gawin mo yun, masama ka rin. So, the better policy is just to ignore them. And that's what we did. We never bothered to even to hear what they were uttering or complaining about. Baski na no amount of hard work and no amount of effort that you pour on the projects or whatever undertakings that are done for the benefit of the country. So, kaya ito, na nagawa ko. Kaya sabi ko sa inyo, dito yung forum or platform na malaman ninyo ang totoo. Because we do not have any reason to lie. Wala kaming iniimbentong istorya. Yung totoo lang. Kaya sabi ko, makinig kayo dito. And apparently, from the feedbacks that I got for all of these months or years, we were able to connect with the people and tell them what's the truth at ano yung mga plano. So, we have now on the last chapter. Let me just, basahin ko na lang. Yung the coming transition, the transfer of power. As we approach June 30, this administration is both ready and eager to hand over the reins of government to our incoming leaders. I assure everyone that this process will be smooth and peaceful, as we want the next administration to succeed for the benefit of country. I urge my fellow Filipinos to rally behind and support our new leaders so that they can build on the gains we have achieved these past 6 years. We must all be united in confronting the issues ahead of us. We have no room for politicking or go into a divisive exercise in whatever endeavors that you can think of, just to divide the country. Huwag natin gawin yan. So, various challenges, both natural and man-made, also continue to test our resolve as a nation and a people. Let us continue to unite and show compassion with one another so we may overcome all of these challenges. My fellow Filipinos, the next administration needs all our support and solidarity. Let us therefore give them our goodwill and our best wishes as they endeavor to lead our country towards a better future. May a little bit of ano ko sa buhay, ulitin ko to the people of my country, the Philippines. It was a fruitful and productive journey all these years. With the help of people of all, lahat na sectors who I thought early on who can help me build a better future for our children. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagbigay ng tiwala sa akin. At we are going to retire, but I will be just in Davao. And if there's a compelling need for me to talk, I will do it. But aking my drift is just really to retire quietly. No more politics for me. And all that I aspire, all that I want is a better country for this generation, and especially for the next generation. Kung may man ako, advocacy ko, it's really to protect the next generation. At alam na ninyo kung ano yan. I will not hesitate to by inaction I'm referring to sa droga at criminality. All intended to protect you. Maraming salamat po sa inyo.